What's up, dude?
What's going on, Tom? How are you?
Good to see you, Sam.
Good to see you.
Well, this is the day, man. This is when you get to try out the stuff.
This is the day you get some free labor too.
This is it. So I've dedicated this part of the boat for you to try out, and basically is all we've done is degreased it, and I took a little white Scotch-Brite pad so it won't scratch the paint, and just got off all the little marks and anything that was there. As good as you want to get it, that's what you end with.
Okay.
So we start with a gloss meter just to see where we are with the material and basically how oxidized it is. So this is a typical gloss meter you can get for $200-300. Pretty simple. And what you do, first off here, you can see down in the shade, is we're going to do a test and calibrate it. And so it's calibrated at 95.9. You pull it out of the...
That's calibrating
on this. So it's like it zeroes it out.
Gotcha.
So then we're going to come here and we're going to hit like 4 points. I can't read that. What do we get?
81.2.
81. So we're over 80 there. What do we get there?
75.3.
75.
81.7.
We're doing pretty good. I'll get that one right there.
And 74.
74. So we're 74.5 through the 80s, which isn't bad. Since this is paint, it's not something that I want to sand with 2,000 or 3,000 grit. That would be more like a gel coat prep. But we usually add another 10 points once the product's on it in gloss. So we'll be in the high 80s across the whole board. So I'm pretty happy with this, and then we're gonna apply.
Okay.
All right. So first thing we're gonna do, since I have this free labor with you, is I'm gonna spray IPA, which is isopropyl alcohol, and it's gonna basically evaporate any other water that may be on it or underneath the skirt or places that we can't see, and then we're just gonna wipe off the alcohol. So we're gonna do this section on this face, down to here, and this flat section, underneath here, all the way across to that corner. And we'll coat the whole thing. Now this paint's been kind of dinged up from fishing. I got a few bruises here. I'm not really worried about that. Our coating will go right over it, but it's nothing I really want to repair. It's just, I'm not that particular. Other people might be. So we're gonna start wiping this, and I'll get you going here. Basically just making sure we're getting all the water and anything else that might be on this stuff.
Yeah, so Tom, no acetone on this one?
No, because this one really, it's not below 50, and there's still a sheen to it, and we'll improve that sheen. So there's really no reason to dig into the top layer of the paint, especially since All Grip has a gloss component to it, and that's still evident here.
Okay, and how old's the paint on this?
3 years.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish right in this corner. Straight down here, we'll finish off in this scupper, and we'll finish in this scupper hole, and everything else under here too. And it literally is gonna take us less than 10 minutes.
Okay, sweet.
We also have the alcohol in case we spill. So we'll get our little protect the bait tank while we pour. And this is a microfiber sponge. So basically what we're gonna do, you and I will each have one of these. We'll put some product in here with gloves, and we soak this microfiber sponge, pull it out, squeeze it, and then apply.
Okay.
Probably the hardest thing to do today is not sweat in the material, because I'm dripping on my glasses as we speak. And we need gloves, so I'm gonna go get some gloves too. Okay, so we've got our gloves. This stuff is really sticky, so you just want to avoid getting it on the deck or getting other places. And going kind of slow is good, but basically I'll demonstrate how you work the wet line, and then you're gonna take over and do the rest. So we'll get 2 different pots of product. Oop, let me get a couple turns on it. So, and super reactive to surfaces. It loves whatever you stick it to. All right, so grab your sponge. So we'll come over here on our protective equipment, and I'm gonna soak the sponge, and I'm gonna wring it out. Get all the drops out. Don't be shy with the wringing. Okay, so I'm gonna start over here,
Okay.
and I'll show you how easy this is. So I got a nice surface, right? Since this is this way, I'm gonna kind of do this one on the top, and I'm gonna go down vertical, and I'm gonna come back up.
I'm gonna start from the outboard and work in.
No, because then we'll
No.
have a dry line.
Uh,
So you're gonna take off once I get about halfway. I'm just sort of, there's no method as far as making sure that you've touched every area with the sponge. And just keep on wiping. And now you can go back and forth
You
a
can
little
just-
bit, yeah. And you don't have to press very hard either.
okay.
The less you press, the more product will actually be left on it. Okay, and then hop on under and in the scupper. You can feel it still on there because it's not dragging, it feels slick, right?
Yep. Definitely does.
The hardest part on white is seeing where your wet line is. You got to
Yeah,
kind of just
can't even
imagine where it
tell.
is. 'Cause I think you missed some spots in here,
Did I?
up in here. Yeah. So keep. You can come back over that while
Yep, I
if
can
you
see it
feel
starting
it
to-
pull, that
It's
means
starting
it's
to-
starting to really kick.
it's
So then
starting
you
to
won't
pull.
want to go over it anymore.
Yeah, gotcha. Got a little. Yep.
You can add a second coat later,
Okay.
but once it pulls, you want to let it be itself because it'll relax and give a better gloss that way. Otherwise, you're interrupting the polymer as it attaches to the paint. And get the scupper and the back of the scupper. So how easy was that, Sam?
Yeah, that was about as easy as it gets.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing here is we got, there's no rain in sight. You need to have about 4 hours before getting moisture on it. So you don't want to have some guy come and wash the boat and you didn't expect it. But once it kicks up, and it'll be hard in like 4 hours, fully cured in 24, and you can go throw blood and whatever else you want on it after that. Give you a good idea, this panel over here, this is where we write our fish counts on. And
with a Sharpie, right?
with a Sharpie, and then you just wipe it off with alcohol because Sharpie doesn't stick to it, nor does anything else. So that's it, Harbor Guard in the reel, and tomorrow it'll be absolutely perfect.
Wow. Very cool.
All right, man. Well, if you want to put it on the boat, just talk to the boss, and we'll come over and I'll shepherd you through it. But I think you can say it's easy to apply.
Yeah, super easy application.
And it's all in the prep. So in your boat case, we're gonna have to probably sand it with 3000 grit, get the gloss up, and then the same thing, alcohol and go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sounds easy enough.
All right, dude. Catch you around, man.
Cool. Thank you.